to get into sort of more technical skills in Unity and sort of other sort of ways to learn coding while also making games. Because that's really important to me. Cool.
My name is Christina Dakine. I was trained in illustration and comic books, so I was a storyteller in that sense. But I'm studying at NYU, starting this next semester, sort of moving into tech space, and obviously VR is like a visual medium, and also in that realm of like interactivity and games. So just want to learn more about it.
That's awesome. So I think there's a little bit of like of everything that in this talk and slash like links I can share about like just for all of you. So what's really cool is like you all are you all are like really excited about learning VR. You're all like kind of like have different facets of like just things that you can bring into to VR. So like honestly, my talk is trying to get you all to do VR stuff. So I think you'll do well here. Hey, how's it going?
Oh my gosh, I didn't do it.
Yeah, come in. Don't worry. We were just introducing each other and ourselves and stuff. So haven't missed much. You wanna say hi or?
Hi, my name is Taylor Taylor. I'm a part of the Spellbots, which is the first all-black women's robotics team.
Nice.
Is it like related to Spellman?
Yes.
Hey.
We all go Spellman.
Oh.
And I'm Gabrielle Singleton. I'm a part of Spellbots as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. well, everyone, welcome. So I'm Hessvacio. I'm going to talk about myself in like 2 more slides, so don't worry, you'll get all that later. But mute. Well, thanks for everybody for coming to my talk. Basically, we're talking about like Trailblaze, the future of VR. VR is such a new emerging technology. We can technically be part of the ground foundation of like this medium. So I'm just going to talk about a lot of stuff. I'm going to rant a little bit, but also like I'm going to answer a lot of like questions along with giving you like a small example of like how you can like start your journey in building stuff, whether it be through just like learning by yourself or just through like things you can bring in from like university and stuff like that. So yeah. So the agenda, I'm going to talk about myself, basically say why you should be listening to me, I guess. Like it was this random rambler here. I'm going to kind of like talk about XR as a whole. So there's a lot of like R's coming around and stuff like that, and like there's AR, VR, MR. I'm going to just kind of explain all of these and just kind of like tell you where VR kind of fits in this puzzle. And we can even talk about a little bit, if we have time, a little bit about how you can merge some of the things together to make a full-faceted experience. I'm going to go into VR development, which is why you all want to like learn, like come here. So I'm going to give you a bunch of like examples of what you can use, but we're going to go into Unity a little bit because Unity is incredibly user-friendly. You're going to look at the window and say, like, lies, H. This is not user-friendly at all, but I'm going to, I'm going to go through, like, all of this and just kind of show you how Unity works. And then we're going to, like, build something small. And then I'm just going to kind of, like, explain what are the next steps for that to make this amazing. We're also going to talk about trailblazers in the VR space that are already, like, kind of just killing it. What's really cool is, like these trailblazers are maybe like 2 to 3 years in the field already, and they're already trailblazing. So it just shows you how like you're able to just kind of like get off the ground and do this. And also, I'm gonna sell you on why you should be making VR stuff. Like I don't work for Oculus or anything like that, but I just like I'm such a big fan of like VR, so I just want to kind of hopefully explain why I think VR is awesome, and hopefully that'll rub off on all.
What version of Unity are we using?
We're gonna use 2017.3. I'm like sorry, like 30 or something. It's the LTS version. I'm gonna explain what all of that means later. But basically, the newest version is like 2019. you don't necessarily need that, but also like you can jump off of that, and I'm going to explain why you want to use that over other ones, but just because like a lot of the tutorials that you probably want to like study up on or just get the ground running on is going to be probably like Unity 2017 to Unity 5 based. I'm going to kind of like go through that setup, but it's basically the same. Like, trust me, like I'll show you. So, this is me. I don't think I can do sound, unfortunately, because it's going to do a crazy amount of like feedback. Let me see if I can do this now. Any feedback? So this is just some of my dev-like highlights from like just 2018. So.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is.
Egotistical much? No, so, hey, I'm Hessvacio. So, my title basically is Web Games XR Developer. I am a web developer, like, actually work at IAC, which is like the iceberg building over there, so it's actually pretty funny that I'm pretty close to work. I'm going to a rival company talking about stuff. But I just want to kind of go over my background, just to kind of show you that, like, I started not as a computer science major. I actually like failed computer science like twice. It was bad. I was just like, yo, it was like, how do you make an array? Like, I don't understand this. And so I graduated without a comp sci major, and I just figured, all right, programming is not for me. This is just not a thing. And working in the work world for a year and a half after college, realized like, everything that I wanted to kind of like do career-wise had to do with code. So I just took the plunge, went into a coding boot camp, Flatiron School. I like went there for like 6 months, and it was such an amazing experience, honestly. Like the stuff that like we were covering in computer science like 101 were the stuff that we learned in like week 1, and like I actually got it there over like college. So it's also like depends on like what university you're going to. So like I'm not gonna like poo-poo on like university like CS programs. It just kind of like you choose what you want to do. But I graduated from Flatiron School, went to Microsoft Civic Tech department. Basically what Civic Tech means is like technology for good. So you make tech that would hopefully enrich people's lives, and I know every company says that, but this is actually like actual nonprofit kind of like helping people out kind of thing. And what's cool is it's Microsoft, so they have like billions of dollars to just kind of make a whole nother department and actually like have the runway to like make things that matter. So like I made a bunch of cool stuff for Microsoft, a bunch of cool stuff that helped enrich people's lives, and then I went to IAC. Basically, IAC is a company that just kind of works on cool software to make people's lives easier in just a few clicks. So I went made a variety of stuff there, like from like gaming apps to all the way to like Netflix alternatives for free Netflix alternatives, all the way to like calendar apps in browsers. And also, why I'm here, I'm a VR maker. But I wanted to kind of like explain my work history stuff, just to kind of explain in the next slide why. So first and foremost, I want to go back to talking about coding boot camps and computer science programs. There's benefits and costs to both. You're going to learn like the foundations of computer science and stuff like that, big O notation stuff that will get you into Google at your comp sci program. So that's great, but you're also coding boot camps. You're probably going to get a more practical kind of way of learning how to build apps. Just kind of build it from scratch kind of thing. So There's benefits and costs to both, but also like you can learn it all on your own. So just understand that. So this is a couple of the things I've worked on. As you, I gave you a small little trailer snippet, but my work in games in XR varies from games that were featured at Tribeca Film Festival to silly web Kanye West Neopet simulators, all the way to psychological horror experiences that are still freaking people out to this day. And
I feel like I've heard of Don't Look Away.
oh yeah, yeah, it was a cool project. Well, I'll tell you more about that later. But yeah, like actually, I think there's a couple of YouTube videos on like people's reactions to it, so you might have seen it there. It's fun. It's well, I think it's fun. You know, of course, I'm gonna say it's fun. But the reason why I kind of mentioned this is all of these projects I did not do at work. This was all stuff that I just did on the weekends and moonlighting projects, just all of that. So I just wanted to kind of convey you know, like you don't really need to like find a job in games if you really want to kind of like work on like interactive games. Like of course, you know, having money would be helpful, but you know, moonlighting, like you can make all of this kind of like on your own.